pressing done. Right, so I'm going to move you guys to
That's not right.
here.
There we go. Oh.
Gasp.
Guspeth.
This
It's a
shitty
bird.
little goblin-ass cinchy motherfucker.
So, to sort of recap the room, so the Mutant Goblin's trail ended at a stout wooden door set into the wall of the sewer. There was a small opening with iron bars at around eye height, through which can be dimly seen a large cellar. One of you, I can't remember who it was, successfully made a perception test and noticed that there was blood partway up the door, so it looks like the goblins managed to climb up and enter into the room through the eye hole, I guess, for lack of a better term. The opening where the bars are.
The office.
Then someone, if I believe correctly,
I'm trashed. That's right. I'm super drunk.
that's correct. That's right.
My stats are horrendous.
Not ideal. That's right.
I have like -30. Doesn't make a lot of them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I believe both Wolfgang and Gehenna were both uneasy about the place, and Wolfgang in particular could feel the influence of the dark gods in the room.
That's right.
And when you managed to get into the room, you discovered a pile of broken and chewed upon bones, with one of them being a 3-socketed pelvis. Dun dun dun. So there was a large octagram painted on the floor. It is represented in this image by an 8-pointed star, because I could not be bothered trying to find an octagram.
I mean, an 8-pointed star octogram's
basically the same thing. There was an engraved circle of copper, about 3 inches thick and 15 foot in diameter, that lies inside the octagram. And then there was a beast's head in the center. At each point of the octagram, there is a silver candlestick with a black candle. Opposite where you have entered, there is a large iron cabinet, and there appears to be a small pool of dark liquid in front of it. So, all of this you spotted as you sort of burst into the room, and then in front of you, inside...
I started swatting candles out, if I recall.
I believe that is correct. You started
even
trying
as
to...
the thing manifested, I kind of kept going as best I could.
You tried to stamp out as many as you could, and there was a black smoke flecked with pink and purple and blue, so that's emanating from the center of the octagram, and then a demon formed with multiple eyes, 4 big-clawed arms, and multiple tongues. And I believe, Alex, you did the last thing that happened was you successfully passed a law theology test to determine that it was a horror of Tzeentch.
That sounds about right.
So, which will pick up from there.
Excellent.
The demon does not immediately charge you. It sort of...
Actually, or...
yeah, it does not immediately charge you.
Oh, that's right, yeah, Jesus.
It's
Even Johanna's impressed.
it stands there and it blinks its multiple eyes,
Yeah.
and it gibbers and hisses at you, trying to
Oh, that's right.
trying to scare you off. So I require all of you, please, to make cool tests.
Ugh. Alright, I'll be cool, man.
Does alcohol help me with this at all?
Are you blind drunk, or are
Wait,
you just drunk?
No.
Oh,
don't.
Steph, you have become the
Wait,
robot
what
queen
is it
again.
I don't know. I just know how many like negatives I have.
I
don't
don't
know
think
what
we had you rolling for blind drunk. But tell you what, before you roll your cool test, why don't we roll on that table and see what you get?
Because I have like, I think I'm neg 20 to the stuff, but then I'm neg 10 to everything because of exhaustion.
Understandable.
Steph, you've become a robot. Oh
Well,
dear.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're already
Do I
at
have
neg.
to roll?
You're at neg.
I'm at neg 20. My ballistic skill is neg 30. My agility, dex, and int is neg 30. But all of my stats have a neg 10 otherwise. My weapon skill is neg 20.
Right, so you've probably got a fatigue condition and then 2 drunk
Yeah.
stats. Okay. You need to get another. So you have to fail a number of tests equal to your toughness bonus before you become stinking drunk. So I think based on that knowledge, you've only failed 2.
Yes.
How many do you need to fail before you become stinking drunk?
One more.
1 more. Okay.
So toughness bonus 3.
Cool.
What difficulty was the test?
It was challenging.
Was challenging, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, that is cool. All right, so
Why not do a cool test? And like use a fate or fortune. Not fate, fortune.
fortune. Sure, go for it.
Maybe.
Nice, crit success.
First time ever.
Excellent. So Alex, you're on a crit fail presently. Would you care to use a fortune point, or are you going to bank it for now?
No, I'm probably going to use that. I'm just working out whether I want to use something else. I can use a resolve.
Yeah, you could use a
Psychology?
resolve to ignore psychology. Yep, that's an
Yeah,
option.
is that how that works?
Yep.
Is that per turn or is that just?
That is a burn it, and if I am feeling generous, I might give you one back.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm going to do that because
Cool.
I seem to have 4 resolves, so I think that's correct. So I'm going to take that.
Yep.
I'm going to just steel myself with grit, and so therefore keep my fortune for later. But yeah.
Sure. What is this that you have sent me, Nicholas? You are fearless to everything.
I misclicked, but I'm fearless of everything.
Great. Okay, so well, you passed the cool test, even though it wasn't average. So you ignore all the effects of intimidate, fear, and terror.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, good. All right. So Alex has used a resolve to pass the test. The rest of you have all passed the test, and you've passed the test by enough. Wonderful. Right. So what happens now? Right. So you've passed the test. The demon is gibbering and roaring at you in an attempt to scare you, but it has failed. Do you move towards the demon in an attempt to attack it, or are you curious at the fact that it's not just immediately gone and started attacking you?
I draw my hammer,
Mm-hmm.
bellowing chants and making the sign of the twin-toed comet,
Sure.
and announcing that it shall be smitten with Sigmar's fiery wrath,
Uh-huh.
and I shall attempt to do it harm.
My
So like, that's
shall-
why an action is going to be like I'm calling on Sigmar's fiery hammer and yelling, and yeah,
Cool.
as
That's
part of my
dead.
steeling myself to to ignore the fear that grips me.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we will circumnavigate that part, and I'll get you to roll for initiative. Let me get my turn order up.
sorry if anyone else had something else they were going to do.
Mine was die demon and then charge it, so it's
Yeah,
quite
nice.
alright.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some terrible initiatives.
Except I'm drunk, and as I like start running too early, as I'm
Yeah.
pulling my like sword up, it like jams in the ground, and I just like jam myself in the gut.
Yeah.
Are you drunk, or was it just some other condition that's causing
No,
you
but
such?
I'm exhausted from something getting feared or something. I can't remember.
I think
Oh,
it
that
was
makes
the the wrestling that you had to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Because it's still the same day. You haven't slept yet.
Yeah. And then I'm drunk because I lost in the wrestling. And I'm like
You've
salty.
been drinking to
Right,
console
okay.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, well, I guess the demon is... Alex, I guess... Is this prayer, you're saying, is this a part of your, using your resolve? Or is this like a surprise round? Do you think?
I don't know how you're calling it, right? You said we go in there. I've steeled myself
Mm-hmm.
to be immune to fear, and then I was gonna start attempting to cast that Sigmar's Fiery Hammer.
Right. Okay.
And I guess I'm sort of using the prayer to Sigmar. I'm flavouring my resolve is I'm using my prayer to Sigmar to be like, dig deep, be not afraid.
Sure. Gotcha.
'Cause that's my fluff part of it, but I'm not trying to min-max too much. Like, I'm happy to make it work into rounds as you see fit.
All right. Well, we'll say that is you. That is
Like
part.
he gets a thing turn before everybody. And then
I
we just start from the initiative now.
I think. Yeah. So I think you using the prayer is essentially the surprise round, and so we will start from initiative order now.
Cool.
Right. So the demon will do.
Obviously, I'm going to make it
fire.
last longer with the additional successes.
Yes.
So last fellowship bonus rounds, and my fellowship bonus is something. 5. So 5, I'm going to make it last 6 rounds.
I'm just gonna charge.
No, his name is Dialogue. It's on fire.
So it's going to charge to here, and it's going to attempt to attack Wolfgang. It has charged, so it will get a free attack with its horns.
Right. Good.
Actually, no, it should get a point of advantage for charging, and then it gets an attack with its horns. Best not forget that. Strong.
Oh,
That is difficult. Does this count as outnumbering because of the fact there's 2 of us?
Yes, it would do. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So it adds 10 to it, doesn't it?
20.
20.
Mm.
Nice.
Oh, only just.
Yeah.
that is tremendously fucked.
All right. It
Cool.
it goes straight for the head. Now you're not wearing a helmet, are you? Of sorts.
I don't believe I am, no. Though I did go back to the boat to get stuff,
Yes.
and I do have a helmet, but it is an open helmet.
Right.
So it has the partial rule, because I
Okay.
have that kind of like metal, like, Sigmarite type circlet and cheek plates and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know what the exact rule is. It's probably like
How
crits or
much
something
armor
like
does it
that.
provide? Just like 1?
2.
2. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, this is a head attack, so that is 11 damage.
Cool.
It's headbutting you.
Headbutting you.
Yep.
And
In
then
the head.
with its claws, it will lash out at Gehenna.
Did I get my halberd back, or is that still with the dude?
No, you left that with the guy because you didn't want its unwieldiness in the sewers.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember because we had that time in between, but I think it was too far
I
for me
did
to
say I
get
would
it.
bring back anything people wanted because I was going back to the boat.
But the halberd wasn't at the boat. The halberd had been taken by one of the watchmen.
But
Yeah,
I do
fair
have
enough,
a
fair
spear
enough.
that I probably could
That's-
have grabbed.
I thought the spear was back in Altdorf.
Oh yeah, I suppose technically it was because I swapped it. Yeah, I'll get rid of it. I swapped it for the halberd. That's right.
Yep. So Steph, that's against Gehenna.
How do I?
And as Alex rightly pointed out, you count as outnumbering it, so you can roll that as an average roll rather than a challenging.
Okay, how about now?
No, you sound like you've been sent through a dial-up modem.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Distressingly accurate.
Okay, that is 13 damage to your torso, Gehenna.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dams.
Oh, that's how I delete it. But then I'll have my sword and shield, sword and board.
Oof,
Did
is
you
that
roll a hit?
1 health?
What did you roll to hit me, Ben?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, cool. So what it is with partial, an opponent that rolls an even number to hit or rolls a critical hit ignores the partial armor's AP.
Okay.
So I will take 2 more wounds off my,
Right,
2 more things off my thing.
gotcha. Okay.
Cool.
Right, Steph, it is your go. Oh dear, have we sunk so low?
See what's going on.
Healing draft, please. I feel like you have one, don't you? By all means, you may chug a healing draft. That will deal you your toughness bonus plus D4 hit points back. So you can roll a D4 to determine the additional
I
hit
can
points.
choose your own adventure.
Okay, that's not bad. That's probably what, 6,
6.
7. Cool. That does count as your action. You can... You do outnumber him. So I'm trying to think if outnumbering is going to matter for the purpose of disengaging.
I think you need the advantage. It'll just help you. Oh no, because it's an uncontested attack if you run.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure how that works with disengagement.
Is that any better?
Hey, hello and welcome back.
Hello.
I-
We can hear
My
you.
phone.
That seems
Had-
better, yeah.
I think my laptop's dumb. Essentially.
Right. Okay. Right. So, but you've already done an action, so no, that's fine. Your only option, really, because you don't have advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and you chose to take a healing draft as an action, because the other option, so to disengage, you can either burn your advantage and move away without penalty, or as an action, you can do an opposed dodge test, and if you win, you gain a point of advantage, and then you can move. But that counts as that's your
It's
action and
probably-
movement all in one. But drinking a healing draft also
It's-
counts as an action, so it was a toss up between the two.
I should probably use my advantage and get away safely, I reckon.
You haven't got any advantage yet.
Oh, I don't? Well, then I guess I'm staying where I am, I suppose.
Cool. Okay. Alright. Well, in that case, Ulrich and Wolfgang. Who has the slightly higher agility score?
I'm willing to bet.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Mine's upsettingly poor, but I put a lot of points into it. Sorry, I'm actually just away from my screen at the minute. I reckon mine's about 38 or 39.
Because I am soaked in sewage right now,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason I've got neg 10 to weapon skill, ballistic skill, agility, dex, and intelligence.
Your base was 38, Alex. You're actually up to 43.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Now, why do you have an egg? It's probably got to do with the fact that you fell into sewage, but let me double check it.
Because that's my fellowship checks are halved until I clean myself, which I never will. But sure, what's up with the others? Anyway, my agility right now is, well, with the neg 10.
You know what it is?
17.
I know what it is. You got blown up by the methane cloud.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was you and Steve that got blown up. That's why you've got the fatigue condition, Steve, and that's why Nick's got one as well. Is you both got blown up by the methane cloud that you walked through and set off.
Right. Gotcha.
So that's why you've got the neg 10.
Right. Yeah. So then I have agility 17.
Great. In that case, Mr. Wolfgang Vigmar may go first, and then we'll
Excellent.
do Ulrich.
I will attempt to smite my enemy.
Yep.
And strike it. Sorry.
I caught the pox. I don't remember what one it was.
Yeah, that's a good point. It'll be in the chat log. I'm sure I can look it up,
Yeah.
but I don't recall what it was.
I think it was
off the top of my head.
itching pox. I thought it was.
I think it might be itching pox.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I thought it was one of
No.
the like, it was a chickenpox type thing where you can, once you get it, you can't get it again.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think you're right, Alex. I think it was something like itching pox.
That doesn't matter for now.
Right. Yes. So Wolfgang, you are
Yes. Yep. Sorry, I was just looking for something in an adjacent room. Apologies. All right, I will attempt to strike it.
up. You may attempt it.
Fuck him up.
Nice. And you get a bonus on this, don't you, because of it being it deals plus
I added-
fellowship bonus damage?
Correct. I mean, it's got to try and dodge first,
Sure.
or defend itself. And it seems adequate at doing that.
Let's see. Okay, it will attempt a dodge. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Get the fuck out of here.
Too dodgy one.
Don't worry, we'll surround him. It'll be fine.
All right.
That's it.
Can
To equip my shield, because I
Mhm.
probably didn't have that up because I was holding my lantern.
Yep.
What do I need to do? Is that like an action or?
Oh, I think we've always ever done it as like it's a free action to swap
Okay.
weapons, so
Yeah,
I have no
well,
problem with
I
you
will
dropping the lantern and
sort of
picking.
equip my shield kind of thing
Yeah.
now, so I'm more geared for fighting.
Yeah, that's fine. My logic is you basically just drop the lantern and just like with a flick of your shoulder get the
Yeah.
shield off of your back and onto your
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, Ulrich, you're up.
Well, I reckon I will. It's just that fucking JoJo's gif. Yeah, I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna hit him with my axe,
You're gonna ask him a question.
my great axe.
You are numbering him 3-1, which
3 to
means
1.
you get plus 40 to this roll.
Oh,
So make
Easy.
an easy roll, but then you've got neg 10, so
yeah, that's applied in the
the modifier.
thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's
Here we-
rolling like 2s, so you know.
Can he beat a 67? That's 2 off of 69.
I reckon he's
Almost
got
nice.
4 advantage here, so it's definitely possible.
Because he's an asshole. Oh my god.
Living large. Living large.
Fucking hell. I love that I have a target number of 103. And I still lost. What? Okay. I don't have any holy water, do I?
Nope.
Or do I? No, I don't. Okay.
Mr. Leon, you're up.
Coming. I'm gonna occupy the dog at the moment. Alright. So I will wander over and around to here,
Nice. Just hem the thing in.
and then I'll say, "Tally ho!" and then giggle to myself and take a swipe at him.
Sure.
Because apparently I realise I have the mimic feat, so I'm just gonna say I know how to do different voices.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I'm drunk and I'm just being stupid.
So, use plus 40 to this because you are outnumbering him greater than 3 to 1. So that should actually make it, like, plus 10, I think.
Well, it's just I just making it easy, and then it's
Yeah, all the
next to it.
negatives already have add in, yep. Oh! Alright,
Come on, it's got to be it. The Drunken Master.
the Drunken Master. Didn't work. Let me try that again. That's
I was like, almost.
interesting. Oh!
What?
This is
Oh,
madness.
crazy. No, this is Sigma.
This is Sigma. Okay,
Alright, nice.
alright. At the end of the round, start of the next round, he is...
At 5 goddamn advantage.
at 5
probably.
goddamn advantage. Whenever it ends
I was
around
hoping to
15.
steal it off of him.
Yeah.
Now,
Jesus.
I did just read something about outnumbering before, which I think was... I feel like might actually be valid. At the end of every round, all outnumbered opponents lose 1 advantage.
Hey!
So,
I'd love to see it.
he drops down to 4 advantage. I know. It's going to be it's going to be hard.
Uphill battle.
Well, temporarily, while he next turn, then he attacks us and gains it again.
Yeah. Okay, so... Cool. It is going to... yeah, alright, so it's going to... it's just going to attack. What am I doing? I'm overthinking things. It's going to attack Leon with its claws.
Wait, who is this at?
Leon.
Oh, Leon.
Leon.
No, we get advantage for defending or not? So the outnumbering bonus. For
You still get the outnumbering bonus, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you don't get advantage for outnumbering though.
No.
I'll try. I don't think I can beat it, but it's very unlikely. But I'm gonna give it a whirl with my. Ooh, baby!
Oh, snap.
That's
2
some good
crits
shit.
off rerolls.
Nice.
Some good shit.
That's some good shit. Well, that means
I'm gonna use my reversal,
there it is. Nick all his advantage.
and I'll
Oh.
make it. Yeah.
All right, he loses all of his advantage. He had 4 advantage,
Nice.
and that all goes to you, good sir.
Oh, what a
Oh
fool.
yeah, because he lost 1. That's right.
Yep. All right. Well,
Paddy.
it is Johanna's go.
Alright, let's give this a go. No,
Well, that would have been plus 4 success levels, because you were
I
outnumbering
need
him.
to. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause,
what does that put me on?
that would have been an 87 would have been your target number, which meant you would have got a minor success.
Okay, can I? Is it worth re-rolling that?
You can do if you want.
But I get a minor success anyway.
Well, if you re-roll it, you could definitely do better. You could roll lower, and therefore get a better success. Just when rolling this one,
Yeah.
do it as an easy roll because you are getting plus 40 from outnumbering it.
All right, I might go again.
Sure.
Yeah, use a
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Johanna.
Well, that
Well, that's
one is definitely
better.
a failure.
yeah. Oh well.
It will attempt a dodge here, which it succeeds. So it will claw back an advantage.
I
All
mean,
right.
he would have won regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I use another action to do another potion, or have I used my?
Healing drafts you can only do one per encounter, so
That's fair.
you have
I
done
need
your
to pump it
singular
down
one.
to 2.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Hope I don't die. Let's go.
Wolfgang, you're up.
Yo, alright, let's try this again. This time with all of us.
That's
Oh,
more
bang.
like
That's
it.
promising.
That
Bang.
is promising. Alright, Mr. Demon. I don't think he can beat this. He can make a damn good try, but I don't think he can.
Oh,
My 9 will do. Well, my 9 success level is better than his 6. Even
Yep.
though he rolled 69, which is nice.
Which is... No, that's his target
Nice.
number is 69. Which is nice.
nice.
Cool, so that is 9 plus 3 is 12, plus an additional... What's your fellowship bonus currently?
5.
5. Ugh, 18. Alright. Now the
Actually, technically, are we neg 10 to fellowship because of our poo?
it's...
Yeah.
Fellowship tests are halved, but that doesn't affect your fellowship bonus.
No, okay, yeah, cool. Alright.
He takes no damage.
Does magical punch
technically,
through ward?
It is magical. It is magical.
I don't know if it matters.
It does not matter for this, because he is a demon.
It technically does suffer being receives the ablaze and prone conditions. It's an and it deals fellowship bonus damage at and any target struck receives the ablaze and prone conditions.
Right.
I mean, it's
Well,
a demon, so we might have other rules against.
So,
that, that's
as a
fine,
part
but-
of demonic, it says here,
Yeah.
roll a d10 after any blow is received. If
Yeah.
the creature rolls the target number or above, the
Alright.
blow is ignored, even if it is a crit. So,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's fine. Do I get advantage for that or not?
you did still technically win the roll off, so yes, you do get a point of advantage.
Okay. Cool.
And it loses its point of advantage, because it did
Yeah, yeah.
technically lose the roll off.
Because the ward happens afterwards. No,
What
that's fine.
happens
That's
after?
cool.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the stack.
Yeah. That's it.
Ulrich, you're up.
Okay. You'll never believe what I'm about to do.
Are you gonna ask him a question?
Hiya! That's fucking better.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Test some fucking wrath, you bastard!
Okay, that's solid.
Okay, so that's 17
So
damage.
first things first, roll for me a
My deepest
D10.
apologies, sir.
Cool.
We're good. We're good.
great.
Now, you roll a d10. you
I will
cheeky
roll a
bastard.
d10.
Go on.
Okay.
Hey! Eat my slicer, you bastard.
Alright, so, what is that? That is 10
17.
plus 17 damage. You don't get any impacts or anything silly like that because he didn't charge, so...
Correct, but if he's wearing armor...
He is a chitinous demon, so no.
Wise. Yeah, I think that's it then. Yep, no impact.
Cool.
Wise.
Alright, 17 you say?
Mhm.
Okay, now I have to sift through all these goddamn 9s that I've got on this stat sheet. 9, of course, being the number of Zinch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every single stat ends in a 9. It's doing my head in. Alright, so we can soak...
I thought it would just be 69s across the board. No, that'd be Slanesh.
That'll be Slanesh.
Oh, wait.
Alright, so that is... well, that definitely hurt. Alright, it is Leon's go.
And I shall swing.
Yes.
The Drunken Master.
Far out, I'm popping off.
The Drunken Master at work. Alright. Cool. Okay, well, it's a crit, so that's fun. So, let's see. He will roll. Okay, so he will take the damage. So that is 6 plus 6 is 12.
Yep.
And then... so he can soak an amount of that. And then he takes a body critical wound, a gaping wound, which I think he ignores.
Probably.
Gaping.
I mean, he's made of warp fire.
Yeah, exactly. If we hit him enough, he's probably going to split into 2 demons.
He's not one of those demons, don't worry.
Oh, okay. He's not. I mean, I thought all Zinch demons pretty much did that.
A gaping wound. Unless you receive surgery, any wounds you receive to the body hit will inflict additional bleeding conditions as the cut reopens.
Oh.
Well, as it says on his stat sheet, all non-amputation penalties from critical wounds are ignored.
Oh.
Makes sense.
However, you did do a lot of damage to him, and
Yeah.
you just wiped him out of existence.
Hey!
It
Fucked, you damn goblin-eating motherfucker.
gibbers some more and then collapses to the floor in front of you as you run it through with your blade. And then
Nice.
a sort of oily cloud of blue and pink smoke rises up from its body and it sort of burns away, leaving a sort of soot stain on the floor where it was.
Well, chaos sorcery.
Hey. It's really disgusting.
Stopped those followers of that vile witch hunter who has so clearly turned from Sigmar's light. Is the reason we keep getting oppressed by this.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to cautiously approach the iron cabinet.
Sure.
Is that over here?
Yeah, right at the very back end there. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to go over to that and sort of cautiously have a look at it and
Cool.
inspect it.
It is locked. But it looks like you could,
if
with
I-
brute force, break it open if you want.
That's very much what I'm going to do.
Cool. I will get you to make an attack against the cabinet.
Excellent. What difficulty is it? Challenging?
It's just challenging, as if you were attacking something. Now the crit comes out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hot damn.
Not a problem. You crack the cabinet, the lock on the cabinet, and the doors swing open rather abruptly.
It is prone in a blaze.
It is. Shit.
The cabinet is prone.
Well, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make you do a perception test to find out what's in there. You will find in there a stained sacrificial knife that is lying on a silver tray.
Yep.
and there is a scroll that appears to be some sort of spell scroll.
Great. I'm gonna I'll take the scroll
Mm-hmm.
and shove it in a bag.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna see if there's some kind of cloth I've got that I can wrap the knife in.
Yeah, do you have like a bandage or something?
I probably have a bandage, yeah, let's do
You could
that.
probably just use that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
A toast to my slaying. I've been standing there for like a while.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And now.
And now you're stinking drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, I purposely didn't close this for a reason. Roll for me, please. A D10 to see what effect you get.
Hopefully it's not blackout or pass out.
A 7. You gain animosity, everyone.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah, not fair, laddie.
Oh, you shut up, you.
Oh, who you telling to shut up, you fucking drunk?
You bloody didn't do anything.
Ah,
I'm
excuse
the
me,
one that
laddie.
killed it.
I helped you kill it, laddie. And I'll just push you a bit.
Is there stairs leading out of here?
No, so there was no stairs. You've entered through a door off of the sewer.
That's right, okay. And that was it, there wasn't any other way out of here?
Nope.
That we could see?
Nope.
Interesting. So where could they have gone? Meanwhile they're arguing. I'm just gonna sort of search around the room a bit more. And investigate and poke and prod at corners and stuff.
Over in this sort of area of the room, you will find a where was it? A large silk handkerchief that is got a monogram embroidered into the corner.
Perfect. Well, we'll take that.
The monogram is FS.
Cool. I'm actually going to wrap the knife in that.
Excellent. Cool. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can make for me, please, a... we'll go an easy perception check. You've been in the room for a few minutes now. Cool. There, other than maybe the candlesticks, there appears to be nothing of any great value in this room.
Yeah.
The scroll and the probably the silver platter itself that the knife was on are probably the most valuable things in the room.
Yeah.
Other than that, the room is fairly unadorned. Obviously, there's the candles surrounding the pentagram. But that's about it.
I guess I'll take the pelvis as well.
Mm-hmm.
I get a further neg 10 to those stats, eh?
You do indeed.
Okay.
It won't go past neg 30 though. So if you're already at
okay.
neg 30 for some of them, they won't go any worse than that.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right.
Alright.
But
Well,
there was no other entrance to this.
Not
That's
that you,
what-
not that you can find. And Wolfgang has done a fairly thorough search of the room and has uncovered no hidden entrances or exits from the room.
why don't we return to the barge for the night and sleep off this?
To the bar, I agree.
Hey,
Yeah,
why did
barge.
that barge, you daft fuck? I'll smack you on the back of the head.
Seems a good idea.
Yeah, and then maybe
I'll take
let
a
us
swing.
sleep this off and have cooler heads.
Yeah.
Stop your fighting.
He's
You're
you've
lucky
done
you're
well.
a priest.
You've done well to slay this fiend. Well done.
What?
You've done well to slay this fiend.
Right. Where are we going?
The barge.
Lead the way then. Alright.
I'm gonna sort of as manhandlingly as like not to try and provoke you, but I kind of want to sort of drag you out of the room a bit.
Yeah.
By your collar and help you out. Find the nearest stairs up and use that to get out of there.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, I will transport you back to this one. You make your way back to the barge for the evening. Oh God, where's my cursor disappeared off to? Over here. There we go now. Right, so we've done that. So yeah, I won't make you wander back through the sewers. You find your way to the nearest manhole and you exit the sewers. And make your way back down to the docks where Joseph is still awake after you woke him earlier, Wolfgang. And he takes a look at you, covered in sewer muck that you are, and says...
Yeah.
I'm not having you guys covered in muck come upon my barge. No. No. You can wash it off. A quick jump in the river, and then I'll let you on.
Jump in that river, but
I'm just gonna.
Alright.
I'm just gonna jump in. The
Yeah.
river.
My owlbird's back there.
I'm gonna try and push Leon into the river.
Do it. Make me just a flat weapon skill test, just to push him in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dodge.
Yep, please do. It's going to be hilarious. You have no advantage, by the way. Now that's all gone.
Oh,
Is
sorry.
my target number?
Your target number is 1.
Amazing. Oh my God.
You
So
successfully.
Mine would technically be 0 then, because I would have rolled. I forgot to take up my advantage.
Okay. Cool.
No, it says bonus 0. It didn't add it. Oh, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like you've added it. That's fine. So you successfully push Leon into the river.
Okay.
The cold.
And then I'm just gonna jump in after him.
I'm doing a beautiful swan dive.
Lovely. And Ulrich, are you just sort of cannonballing in?
I'm gonna, as calmly as I can, shaking my head and just mumbling to myself, and like, I have to wash in the fucking river. What does he think I am? Some kind of fucking... get out of here with your fucking bloody... I'm just fucking slowly just going under the water as much as I can. You're...
Excellent.
Yeah.
Like that cat that's meowing underwater, you're like, "Burp."
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
All right. So,
In all my armor, I just sink to the bottom and die.
I'm gonna try and like help. Once I jump in after you, I'm gonna try and help you not drown. And I'm still in my armor, but I would have dropped all my valuable stuff up here.
I'm going to say the cold water has a somewhat sobering effect on you, so you can take one of the failed consume alcohol tests off just straight away.
It doesn't change anything.
Doesn't change anything, but
No,
it just knocks that off. Those of you who had the minus to fellowship, which I think was only Ulrich, that's gone now that you've cleaned yourself.
Hey.
Nice.
And after that, after watching a lot of you be sort of soaked and somewhat bedraggled, and particularly Leon is in a bit of a state, Joseph starts chuckling to himself and he throws a line out over the side of the boat and says, "Alright, that's enough. Don't let the poor fool drown. Come aboard. Look like you've had a night."
Will do. Yes, Captain.
Right. We'll climb aboard.
And you can have a sleep.
Oh.
Those of you who have
Hell
taken
yeah.
damage will heal back your toughness bonus plus D4 in hit points. Oh, if you pass, sorry, before that happens, you've got to pass an endurance test first. I do apologise.
Okay, cool.
But
What
No
difficulty?
worry.
it's just an average endurance test.
Average. Okay, no point.
Have you taken any damage anyway? Oh, you had taken some, haven't you?
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Oh,
No
yes.
fat naps for me.
My toughness bonus is like a significant amount anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it's just a D4 plus toughness bonus?
Yeah.
Nailing it. Absolutely nailing it.
That is
Well,
incorrect.
so I won't have itching pox for 10 days because it's going to incubate for 10 days.
Lovely.
But that means every day, you guys, if you're around me, you have to make average endurance tests.
To
Oh,
not
wonderful.
contract the itching pox. Yep.
It's the plague episode.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, no, we've already had that.
Sorry, none of us can leave the ship. No, you don't understand.
No, we're on here forever.
Alright, so we've got who has successfully passed this? So we've got Nick has passed his endurance test.
Yeah.
Steve, did you pass an endurance test?
Oh, I didn't do one yet.
No, I've already updated my wounds.
It's challenging, eh?
Average.
Pardon me?
Nice.
And you get your toughness bonus back, is it?
Toughness bonus plus D4.
Okay. Well, I only needed 4, so, and my toughness bonus is 3.
Marvelous.
Do I need to
Wait.
pass it to get both of those back? Sorry, Ben. Or
You
is
have to
is
pass it
neither
to
or?
get both of
I'm
those back.
confused.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh,
if you
so
don't,
if I don't
if you,
pass it, I don't get anything back.
yeah, correct. You have to have a
Ah.
good night. The endurance test is to determine if you heal when you sleep.
Ah,
If you
okay.
fail that, you don't get the hit
Unfortunate.
points back.
Alright.
Yep.
Cool.
So you have a restless night and you don't feel
Yeah.
rested in the morning.
Well, I
basically.
think I'm probably going to spend the night staring at the handkerchief and the dagger that I carefully unwrap on like a counter and stare
Ooh,
at that.
moody.
Yeah.
I'm going to look
Very
at
moody.
the scroll and not. I'm going to perceive it but not read it, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah. You have. You don't have second sight, but you do have. The other one. My mind is gone. What is that talent that you have? Sixth sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense, yeah.
You can tell just by looking at it that it's definitely some sort of magical scroll. Based on the
Yeah.
context, you think it might have something to do with demonology.
Yeah.
But you can't say for certain. However, you know that there are plenty of different places where you could take this to be analysed and have it determined exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, well, seeing as you guys have slept the night, I will say you each get the following experience points. You each get 5 points for finding the body of the dead dwarf.
Mhm.
You each get 10 points for surviving the sewers. You each get a further 5 points for finding the goblin pelvis.
Yep.
And then 20 points for dealing with the demon.
Mhm.
And in addition, Ulrich gets a further 5 points because he fell into the sewage.
Amazing.
Now, I also had as a short-term ambition to kill the three-legged goblin. Now, does that complete or is that irrelevant now because the three-legged goblin has been killed, but I did not kill it?
Correct.
Cool.
You did not slay the goblin, therefore
No.
the mission cannot be achieved.
Yeah. Cool.
Just as an outside thing, I had prepped a couple of other things for you. One of which was that you could have run across an amoeba, which would have been hilarious for you to fight. Amoebas are kind of like gelatinous cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was anything
Yeah.
like that in this universe.
Yeah. They are. I've got the stats for it. They're not like terrifying, but they're kind of fun.
Do they do like damage to weapons and armor?
Yeah. So let's see.
Should not be great.
It does a absorb ability. So at the end of the round, if the amoeba has a higher advantage than all of its engaged opponents, it can absorb one opponent.
Oh.
The absorbed victim gains a number of entangled conditions equal to the amoeba's strength bonus and counts as being
Gross.
grappled. An
Yeah.
absorbed victim loses the amoeba's strength bonus in wounds at the end of each round,
Okay.
not reduced by armor points or toughness bonus.
Yep.
The same number of wounds are then healed by the amoeba. If the absorbed victim is killed, the creature will then retreat to digest the suspended corpse over the next few days.
Ugh.
And any attacks that hit the creature do an equal amount of damage to the absorbed victim.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They are
Yeah,
also
it's like
considered
that.
amorphous, so any damage that is not fire, cold, or magic, it halves.
Yeah.
Oof.
Alright. Gross.
They're pretty gross.
They easily killed a character
Quite
Right.
if
comfortably.
they grappled them.
But
And
instead,
I'm glad we missed that.
yeah.
I also had
Yeah.
a spot of mold that you could have encountered.
Oh.
Because everyone loves a bit of mold.
Of course.
What did the mold do? It was something, I think it gave you, like,
And Black Plague.
it was going to be red mold. No, you would have gained blinded conditions from it.
That's horrendous.
And basically, if you walk past it and trigger a spore cloud, essentially,
Yeah, right.
and the spore cloud would fill like a area of the tunnel that you would walk through, and unless you passed a endurance test, you would have gained blinded conditions.
Well,
And I did have another methane pocket for you to walk through, but you I actually think you did go through it and managed to avoid setting it off.
Oh, how dumb luck.
Yeah, I think I was rolling to see how likely it was that you would set it off, but you didn't. You managed to avoid it, so well done.
Oh yeah.
That was a misclick.
That's all right. Oh, speaking
Main urgency.
speaking of your profane urgency, can I get all of you please to make for me endurance checks? Let me just check to see what the strength is going to be.
Blight is terrible. I was just looking
Yeah.
at the things, like the symptoms. And Blight is every day you have it, you have to pass a very easy endurance test or you die
Oh,
what?
when you sleep.
Oh
And if
God.
it's moderate, it's plus 40, and if it's severe Blight, it's only an average endurance test.
bloody hell.
That's
All right, so
Warhammer, baby.
that is that. So I need for you to make. It was moderate. Can I get for you, please, all of you to make for me? I just looked at it. I've completely forgotten. A challenging cool test.
Cool test, endurance test.
Challenging cool test.
Okay.
Okay. Easy money.
Cool.
Easy goddamn money.
Cool.
Alright.
Excellent.
Sure, it'll be fun. Sure, it'll be fun.
And lucky last. Cool. All right. So, Nick, you gain 1 corruption point.
Ah,
Shit.
fuck.
Gehenna, you gain 2 corruption points.
Oh dear.
The other 2 of you are fine.
Pious individuals.
Now, corruption was toughness plus what?
Willpower. Before you start.
Okay, we're fine.
You're all right. You're okay.
We're fine. We're fine. We're all good.
How close are you?
I am 1 off. I'm at 8 corruption points, but my toughness plus willpower is 9. So
Okay. Grand.
we're fine.
Sure, that's a worry.
Good to know. Okay. Well,
Everyone better get ready for corruption.
time to start pondering your life's choices.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done that. You have slept the night. Some of you have healed, some of you have not. Hello.
Or not.
And it is the following morn. Right. So, you awake. You are... Some of you slightly damp still from your plunge in the river. Most of you have dried off. Wolfgang is looking tired, for he has not slept.
Goblin.
Actually, make me make for me an average endurance test. I'm just gonna see if by not sleeping you gain a fatigued condition.
Sure.
Cool. No fatigue condition for you. You
Yeah.
soldier on.
Yeah.
So, you have bested the demon, found the what was left of the mutant goblin. What do you do now? You know that there was word of some sort of reward for finding the goblin. Do you investigate that? Do you want to tell someone about the mysterious chaos temple that you found in a cellar?
Well, I think we tell the goblin person the goblin's dead. From the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and guess. I think that's the first thing we should do. We should take the remains of their creature back to them.
Yep.
And then I think secondly we need to try and work out who this SF could belong to.
FS.
I heard FS, sorry. Franz Gal, I don't know.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. But I don't know whether who we can fully trust in this town. Because I don't know anyone from this town. We know the Schwartzes, but they don't seem to want to welcome us back. But I mean, Schwartz, I don't know. There was that person that we chased away in the evening. Is that the person we were thinking? I'm really not sure where to take our next thing to. Does anyone else have any other ideas about what to investigate? Like, I'll share with everyone what I've got. I've got this scroll, I've got the dagger, and I've got the monogram thing.
This is way over my pay grade, and I honestly don't remember much. So I don't know how much help I will be.
If there's coin involved, though, might be a good idea to tell someone. I've gone full Russian now.
Yeah.
I think we need to take the goblin parts back.
You have
Aye.
meat also?
Oh, duh.
We take the goblin parts back first, and then see what we need to do from there.
Aye. Let's get the money and then let's have a think.
All right.
Let's do that.
So you make your way back to Dr. Malthusius's traveling phantasmagorium of wonders. I can't remember what it was called. I don't think it was that, but we'll roll with it.
Yeah.
Sure, that's what we remember.
That's what we remember.
You're not far off, I think.
Yeah. So, which was somewhere around here-ish on the map, outside during the Schaffenfest. So you wander outside, and you find Malthusius has not opened the exhibit today. With his star attraction gone, he seems to not be interested in opening for today. But after a brief inquiry with the surly dwarf, Malthusius appears and seems to be rather welcoming. He says, welcome, you have returned. Marvellous. How fared you with finding my goblin?
Well, we found the goblin and, well, what's left of him, and I sort of toss the three-socketed pelvis at him.
Oh, goodness.
He'd
Well,
fallen foul of some nasty creatures in the old sewers where he managed to escape to. We spent probably 3/4 of the night chasing him through those sewers, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember it well.
Aye.
It was was smelly.
It was.
Well, this runs counter to what the town guards and the town merchants guild have been telling me about the fate of my goblin. They said that it had been found dead in a warehouse.
Oh. Well,
Which warehouse would that be?
I don't know. It was you'd have to speak to someone at the town hall to determine exactly where it was. But this definitely
Kind of irrelevant, though. We're holding the pelvis of the goblin.
I agree entirely. Yes, and also that explains why they refused to return the body to me when I requested that if they had found the goblin, then why could I not take it for my own purposes? I wanted to have it stuffed so I could mount it as a display. I know an excellent taxidermist.
Of course.
Yeah.
aye.
Well,
Aye.
unfortunately, this was all we could recover.
I see. It was most certainly the pelvis of my my goblin. Well, and where did you say you found this? In the sewers?
Indeed.
Right. Well, clearly something's afoot. Well, if there is any way that I can assist you, I'll certainly try my best. Is there I can try and find out if there are any word about why this subterfuge is taking place, or perchance I can
Well,
suggest.
perhaps.
I don't know. Yes.
What do others think? I mean, it could be worth knowing where they said it was from. Which warehouse they said it was in.
Yes. No, I agree entirely. I think that information I heard was at the town hall when I went to go and speak to the town clerk to once I'd been informed by the guard that they'd found my goblin, that I went to go and try and claim the body, but they insisted that I couldn't take it. So I guess if you go to the town hall and speak to the clerk there, and maybe some of the further town officiaries, someone might be able to answer those questions for you.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Indeed.
Curious.
Did we get paid?
Did you get
Oh.
paid? You'll have to take that up with the town clerk. That was payment was meant to be made by the town for the recovery of the goblin, so you'll have to speak to them.
I just like throw him a salute. Like, I get you.
Yep.
I turn around.
Oh,
Get the money.
I did hear one tidbit of information. It may not be relevant, but who knows? It might be. I overheard a conversation between two festival goers earlier this morning, saying that there is some sort of madman ranting and raving and making pronouncements of doom in one of the town squares. It might be worth investigating to see if there's any connection to your events from last night, perhaps.
My eyebrow immediately
Possibly.
shoots up. Oh, doom, you say, laddie. Alright. Well, let's maybe go have a chat with this doom man.
Let's.
But first, let's get the gold.
Alright, so you head towards the town hall, which is on the map. This big edifice here. Alright, so, entering the town hall, you find sat behind a high desk a rather surly looking clerk.
Nice.
Do you try to get his attention?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. I was hoping that someone else would pick up on it, but you were there. Thanks, Lise. I am the surly Clark.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's accurate. That's accurate. We get it now. We get it
That
now.
makes a lot of sense, you know. At first I wasn't with it, but now I am, and
Yeah.
that is words.
That is words. Sure is.
All right. So you try to get his attention, and he fastidiously ignores you for a solid 5 minutes. It's just sort of scratching away at a ledger.
Yeah.
Gehenna, you've probably got the best perception out of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that there is a small brass bell attached by a rope hanging down from the front of this desk. Would you care to ring it?
I'm going to reach out with exquisite slowness and then ring the bell.
Upon hearing the bell ring, he puts down his piece of charcoal and looks down at you over his down his nose. Says, "Yes."
We're here to talk to a clerk about a goblin.
Clerk about a goblin. Well, I assume you're referring to me as the clerk, not the goblin. And the goblin was found dead in a warehouse the previous evening, and as I assume you're here to attempt to claim the reward that was offered, seeing as you failed to capture said goblin, the town council is not prepared to offer any money for your part in the proceedings.
But we have evidence.
Evidence, you say?
I'm gonna gesture.
We'll have to recover the pelvis, but yes, we have evidence that the goblin was not in fact killed in.
And we have spoken to its owner.
Mm-hmm.
And he believes our side of the story.
I see. Well, if you are to present this evidence, then I might be able to convince the correct authorities. Do you have the evidence here?
We shall have to collect it and then get back to you on that one.
I see.
Indeed.
Well, we probably should do that.
Very well. And he goes back. He picks up his nib of charcoal and goes back to scratching in his ledger.
Where did we leave it?
With the dude.
The zoo again.
Malthusius.
That's the one.
Alright, well I might jog on back and...
Do any of you remember how to get back to that room in the sewer?
Oh, I got no clue, laddie. There's a maze down there.
Because we could.
Did we not? Did we not come? We came back up and then went back down.
Yeah.
I remember.
Wasn't that it had squeezed through there?
Well, that's what we thought, right? But
Yeah. So maybe would it be easy enough to remember that way, Ben? Sir Grand Master of Game.
Sure.
Would it be easy enough to remember from that point how to get back to the room?
From which point, sorry?
You know how we came back up near the river?
Uh-huh.
And then we went back down the manhole.
Sure.
And then it was like just a little bit of time, and then we're like, oh, we're in this weird room with this goblin. Or demon.
I am going to say it's not going to be as easy as you think it's going to be. You can presume at this point you're like, oh, well, it was just we went back down and we went down this way and took a left and then a right and then a left and then there it was. But it was late at night. You didn't really get a good look at the shops that you were surrounded by when you came out of the manhole. All you know is that it was near the river. And you weren't making a map as you were going along. You had been making sort of markings on the wall, but that stopped at some point. It didn't continue the entire way through.
Well, because we got out of the sewer and went back again, that's why.
So you'd be able to probably work your way back through where you did have the markings, but once you re-entered the sewer, you didn't continue making the markings.
Yeah.
So, you could certainly attempt it. You're more than welcome to go back into the sewers and try and find it again, and then try and retrace your steps. Going back into the sewers obviously poses all of the original challenges of the first time you were in the sewers.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just wasn't sure if we could get more parts of the Goblin or not.
Yeah. I feel like that was kind of all there was.
Yeah.
Not a lot left, but we can get it back from the dude.
I mean, there were other bones there, but like the only one that was really obviously part of the mutant goblin was the three-socketed pelvis.
Yeah.
I mean, hearing that it was...
Well, the pelvis would have 3 leg points, right?
Yes.
Oh, so it's kind of easily identifiable.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe it's just worth trying to get the pelvis back just to claim the bounty.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, let's tramp on over then.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might actually stay here talking to the person, and I'm going to ask about FS, and sort of keep chatting to the clerk about it and try and find out about where the thing happened, and then if you guys want to go back and get it, maybe.
That makes sense.
Cool. So the 3 of you depart to go and collect the pelvis from Malthusius. What is it that you're trying to find out exactly from this clerk, Alex?
I guess I sort of want to go, well, so that's... My colleagues are going to go and fetch some of the physical bodily remains of the goblin, which we found was not in a warehouse. Where was this warehouse that people found it?
You will have to speak with Magistrate Richter in regards to that. I have no further information at this present time.
Oh, come, I'm sure you've heard rumours and things and overheard stuff. You're one of the people that knows what goes on in the town the most, I can imagine.
He looks even further down his nose at you and says, "You would be surprised at the amount of things that happen in this town that are not mentioned to me.
Oh.
I am, after all, a low-level bureaucrat."
Do I think he's is he downplaying himself deliberately, or is he actually a low-level bureaucrat?
He is just a low-level bureaucrat. He knows not a lot. He's basically just here to stall people until someone more important shows up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that case, I might ask him about, does he know about FS? Or SF, or whichever it is.
It is FS.
Yeah.
FS.
Does he recognise that? Does he recognise that name?
That could be any number of people. FS, that could be, let's see now. The first one that springs to mind is, what's his name? I did have it written down. Franz Steinhager. He's one of the merchants, one of the more important merchants, rather prominent in the Merchants Guild. But it could be any number of businessmen or women in the town. The F is a fairly common first letter in many Franzes and Ferdinands and Francescas and
But this Franz Steinberger,
Steinhager.
Is he does he live in the town, or does he just frequent the town a lot?
No, he lives in town. He has a residence in the Ale Ring.
Indeed. Thank you for letting me know. I have found a letter from a address with an FS.
As I said, that could be any number of people. The three of you who have gone off to go and collect the pelvis, Malthusius is keen to help you sort of uncover the mystery of it, and whilst he is loth to give up the pelvis, when you sort of promise that he will get it back, he's happy to loan it to you.
Cool.
When you guys return, you see that Wolfgang has given up attempting to get any further information out of the clerk, who's been fairly non-forthcoming so far.
That's right.
Well, here is the pelvis evidence thing.
I see. He sort of stands up and looks over his desk and sort of peers at the pelvis. And then jots some notes down in his ledger. And then he says, if you will but wait a moment. And then he disappears. And he's gone for 14 minutes.
This fucking guy.
Eventually he comes back and says, if you return tomorrow, I have arranged for a meeting with Councillor Teugen. He will speak with you then. He's very busy today, so he has no time.
Alright. That's fine. We'll come back tomorrow then. Hopefully we don't run out of gold and fucking die in the meantime then. You fucking bastard. And I'll just start walking out.
I just shrug at him and do a little bow and then walk out.
Alright.
Alright. Well, when we leave, I will, and we're out of earshot, I'll say, well, I got a lead on the FS.
What is this FS, laddie? What are you talking about?
It's it's this, and I show them the handkerchief wrapped dagger.
Oh, I see. That's what that is. Alright. Alright then. Well, where we gotta go?
And then we'll the place that he said it was, Ben.
Yep.
the
You'll head
district.
to the Adel Ring and go to Steinhager's offices.
That's right.
Excellent.
Cool. Alright, so you make your way to the Steinhager offices. The Steinhagers are one of the, as the clerk mentioned to Wolfgang, and I'm sure he has now passed on to the rest of you, one of the prominent merchant houses in the town, with Franz being the head of the family. You arrive. Where are my page numbers gone? There. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, you arrive at a imposing single-story building with the family's badge, which is a barrel with an S branded onto it, hanging from the outside wall near the entrance.
Nice.
Does it look anything like the S on the monogram or anything like that?
Not dissimilar, no.
So not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
I guess you... Do you attempt to enter the building?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright,
Yeah.
so you make your way up to the front door. There is a porter there.
Right.
Who stops you and says, hold up, have you got business here?
Indeed.
And what might your names be then?
I am Brother Wolfgang Vigmar of the Temple of Sigmar.
I am Gehenna Goldennose Driscoll.
Ulrich, not at your service, but I'm here.
Oh, Leon Sorgard.
And what business brings you to the Steinhager offices today? Do you have a business proposition for the Steinhager family?
We're
Something
looking
back-
to possibly invest. We've got a lot of money, but I'm not quite sure where to put it yet.
Can you make me please a challenging charm test?
Come on.
Oof.
Fuck's sake.
Ooh.
Do you want another crack, or are you just gonna leave it as
Yeah, I
is?
do want another crack at that. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go in the back way and like kill people. Come on.
Oh, it's even worse.
Incredible.
Alright, well... The porter says, well, investing is all well and good, but without an appointment with Master Steinhager, I cannot let you in, I'm afraid.
I'm just gonna keep quiet and let someone else take the helm here. I can only make it worse.
Yeah, I should not talk. I have the lowest fellowship of all of us. However, I will talk. I'll just walk up and be like, listen, laddie, we've been waiting quite some time to have a chat with this lad, alright? So if you don't mind, can you just take us to it?
Can you make for me, please, a challenging intimidate check?
Yes, I can. Intimidate. Which is not fellowship. Hell yes. Oh! Just, I flex my pecs.
He, is like, oh, right, well, very well, if you just come in here and, just, he steps aside and leads you into a sort of reception area. Says, if you, wait here, I'll go and see if I can't arrange a meeting with Master Steinhager.
He looks slightly dazed.
And he disappears and pokes his head to an office and then reappears a moment later and says, you will be received shortly. And then he goes back to standing guard at the door. and you wait for about 10 minutes.
That's 4 minutes better than last time.
Yeah. Eventually, a servant comes and says, Master Steinhager will see you now, and leads you into an office. Steph, again, you have probably the best perception. Who do you reckon out of a lot of you has the best intuition?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mine is 44.
Mine's 45.
Yo.
Wait a minute. No, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Intuition. Yeah, mine's 38. So.
Okay.
Not
Oof.
good.
Just the I stat, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
29.
Cool.
Wait,
All right.
intuition.
Well, that's initiative, but it's based on intuition. So yeah.
I don't have any advancements.
No,
Oh,
intuition.
I do.
Intuition is
34.
Isn't intuition based on initiative, not the other way around?
Yes, but if you've got no advances in it, then it's going to be the same score.
Like that,
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. So Steph, you notice that he seems out of sorts. Maybe he's had a business deal that's gone bad. Maybe he just slept funny and he's in a bad mood, but he's clearly out of sorts today. He seems sort of distracted.
Interesting.
So
I'm just gonna have a little look around the desk. Is there anything there, like maybe he's just read a really disturbing book, or has he got any papers out? Anything that I'd
sure.
recognize?
Make for me a challenging perception test. You can read now, so that's useful.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
I'm intuitive, but I don't see shit.
Excellent.
I can't read upside down yet.
I think I think it become you attempt to read a note on the desk upside down, but you're not subtle about it. You're sort of craning your neck to sort of look and twisting your head to try and read these letters that you've only just recently learned properly from upside down, and he very quickly notices you doing this and puts his arm over it so that it is now hidden from sight.
I will stop doing it very promptly. And maybe should just not do things.
All right. Well, how does this interview progress? Fran says, "Right. Well, my porter tells me that you sort of intimidated him into letting you in to speak with me. So, what is it that's so important it couldn't wait for an actual appointment?"
Oh well, and I'm going to introduce myself and go very formal. Well, Mr. It's Franz, isn't it?
It is Franz, yes.
Yeah, Mr. Franz Schweiger, it is a pleasure to meet you. We are concerned citizens of the Empire, and I found some of your personal belongings last evening that you must have misplaced somewhere. And I'm gonna pull out the dagger wrapped in the thing. I'm trying to hide what it is a bit, but just to show the obvious bundle of monogrammed handkerchief.
Are you trying to intimidate him, or are you trying
Absolutely.
to? Okay.
Absolutely.
Make
Absolutely.
for me. Okay, because are you trying to
How do
get?
you not?
Obviously, out of character. I'm well aware it might not be him, but in character, I'm not that clever. I've decided this is the one I'm going to go down. So yes, I'm intimidating him.
Okay, great. Make for me a challenging intimidate test, please. And I will oppose that.
I'm going to use fortune.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Okay, it's still a fail, but it's not as bad. Alright, I'm going to...
Intimidate's actually quite good.
I have not prepped this guy's character sheet, but I have his scores in front of me, so that's fine.
Yeah.
He does pass his cool test.
Yeah.
He Right, so he is like, I have never seen that hideous mockery of my pocket square in my life. As you can clearly see, and he gestures to his jacket pocket where there is an immaculate, similar but not the same pocket square of a similar type of silk, monogrammed, but the monogram does in fact match the family crest that you saw outside.
But not the one that he's got on him.
The one that he's got on him.
Not the one that I've got.
Correct.
Then, sir, if like what you're saying is different, then what enemy do you have that would want to frame you, or make it appear that you have shady dealings?
Well, I mean, there's any number of merchants who would be keen to undermine my works. There'd be literally any of the other merchants
Right, damn it.
in the town would be quite willing to see me clapped in irons if it meant that they could get a share of my quite sizable profits. So,
of course, that would explain our mistake. I'm sorry.
But nothing would stand out above the rest?
None to speak of, no. You could speak to literally any of the guard captains. That would probably be your best option. My recommendation would be to maybe speak with the guildmaster himself, Magirius. He might shed further insight.
What about any others in the town that might share a similar name to you?
I mean,
More noble houses who might have something like that. Does the thing look like noble? Does it look nice?
It's made of silk, so that silk's definitely not a poor man's cloth.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But
It's a nobleman's attire.
But it could quite, like, by the same token, now that the seed of doubt has been planted in your minds, you're now thinking, well, it could be, there's a big travelling circus that's here. It could be part of a, someone's costume apparel.
Yeah.
The fact that it was in there does seem suspicious, but it's, it was connected to a sewer. It could have just been detritus that has been blown into the sewer.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, maybe it's been placed there to make you go down this path thinking that it is Mr. Steinhager, and in fact it is someone else behind the plot all along trying to throw you a red herring.
Well, perhaps.
Conspiracy.
Perhaps.
Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed.
So you're none the wiser then, are you, laddie?
No, I am not, Master Dwarf.
What a waste of fucking time this man is, eh? Just terrible.
Make for me, please, a challenging charm test.
He's charmed by that.
Okie dokie. Challenging charm.
Are we just negging merchants? I mean, hell if it works.
I don't think it will. Oh god, no!
There we go. That
no.
there. You, Gehenna, with the perception you had before, as I said, you could tell that he was already in a bad mood. And
now we've made it worse.
You've noticed with every sort of probe that you've sort of thrown at him, he's
every clumsy
attempt to try to put this on him. You can see that there's a vein sort of bulging in his forehead, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And Ulrich saying, "Is this guy any fucking point to us?" It's just,
oh Jesus.
He has blown his lid. He's like, "Right, that's it, out now." And he stands up and strides past you and flings the door open and says, "Get out of my sight. I've had enough. No time for you.
Understandable. Good day, sir.
Guards, escort them out. Make sure they never come back."
Aye, go fuck yourself as well, laddie. Alright.
I'm just gonna beat a hasty retreat.
Yeah, we'll leave. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you are escorted out rather quickly. The door is closed behind you. I feel like unless you want to try and get in through less circumspect means, you're not getting back into this place.
Yeah.
We didn't do a great job.
No. I don't
I
think
will
there
be
was
right
a
back.
single pass of any of those tests, so no.
Hey.
Boy. Well,
So what does everyone think then? I don't know whether to trust him or not, but I don't know that I want to keep sharing, like spreading this rumors around about this information we found, because you know it could be, you know, it could get out to the person we're actually trying to hunt down.
can I, like, wave my hand at that and just like, no, laddie, back in my day as a hunter of men, I often found that if you try not to ask the questions, you get fucking nowhere, laddie. You keep probing, you get somewhere, alright? Take no shame in your hunt for the truth, eh? And I'll clap him on the back. He's just a fucking prick, that's all.
That may be. Now, Prey gets away from us. Oh, Ulrich, then.
Oh no, laddie, the prey never gets away from me. Oh no. Oh no, not from me. Well, back in me hunting days, that is. Nowadays they might get away from me, but that's because I need bigger prey. Aye. Anyway, got no clue about your fancy little handkerchief that you got there. Aye.
Well, I don't. It does seem suspect that it is not exactly the same. Is there? Do you remember at the stalls in the festival? Was there like someone who is good with handicraft, or that could have done this with silk?
I don't know. But do we think? But do we believe him? Do we believe that he was that, or even believe him? Do we think that there's someone who would dislike him enough to try and frame him, or do we think that this is someone else's handkerchief?
I'll be back in just a moment, guys.
Difficult to say, laddie.
I feel like there's more questions to ask, perhaps.
Potential conspiracy, though.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. Sorry.
We can
I get up at 4:30, so I'm always going to be tired on Fridays.
I was going to say, if you want, we can wrap up for the evening. I know it's only been a relatively short one, but happy to if you're too tired to keep going.
No, it's alright. It's alright. I don't want to cut it short. I'll be alright.
Cool. I mean,
maybe like if we're not done by 11, we'll wrap it up.
yeah. Let me try. I'm gonna make an intuition roll, a challenging roll, just to try and decide what Wolfgang thinks.
Sure.
Wolfgang, I'm gonna stick with the failure. I'm gonna interpret that as Wolfgang doesn't believe him, and I basically want to come back and try and watch him later in the evening or something at night.
Well, you
do
can
a stake out.
You can stake this place out, or you can wait for him to go home and stake out his home if you wish.
Yeah, I might do that actually.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell everyone that's what I think. That's what I think. Right, so I don't know. I think he might be still trying to throw us off the case. You can't trust these chaos people. These worshippers.
Well, while you are doing that, can I have the note? Is it? I want to ask around in the festival area. Perhaps the person who first sent us for the Goblin might know something. Might recognize the work.
Good idea. Can we carefully? Let me carefully try and swap it between a bandage and the handkerchief, the dagger. Is that what you mean? You want the handkerchief thing?
Yeah, I just want so I can like show it to see if someone recognizes the handiwork.
But let me carefully try and swap it between the two.
Or yeah, because you want to stake him out, so.
Yeah, and I want to have the dagger on me just because I don't not trust you, but I just reckon it's safer if I just keep it with me, kind of thing.
Yep.
So we'll do that.
Alright.
If that's all right, Ben. So I'll do that. We'll swap it over carefully between the dagger, and I'll put it back into a bandage again.
Yep.
And then I'm basically gonna just sort of find somewhere nearby to watch and wait.
Sure. All right.
In fact, is there like a pub nearby or something?
Probably. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
There would be a pub nearby. There is a venue by the name of the Crossed Pikes. That is not too far away, like within viewing distance.
Yeah. I want to go in there and try and, I guess, talk up a bit of buy some people some drinks and ask some questions about this guy, this merchant house. If he's a good employer, or like is he that successful? You know, what is he like?
Yeah. Easy.
And that might change my mind to staking him out later, depending on what I find out from this. But I'm gonna keep going with my investigation of him directly.
All right.
While other people want to come to us, but yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go and do. Is I guess, see if there's any, and I guess, I suppose I wanted to sort of chat to people and listen out for local gossip. Really, is what I'm trying to do. Right? I'm trying to do a bit of a gossip check. I'm trying to do a bit of a gossip around what's been going on in the Goblin and the whole shebang.
Sure.
Right?
All right. So what are the other three of you doing? We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go talk to the guy who sent us after the Goblin in the first place, and I want to show him the handkerchief thing, and see if he recognised the handiwork on it, if it's anybody in the
Okay.
festival or anything like that.
Can I follow Leon on that as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
And Johanna? Steph? Have we lost Steph?
Oh no. She may be dead. Quick, someone throw a frisbee at her.
Hang on, I'm just seeing what's going on.
Hello, she's back.
Thanks for waiting, guys. I think I would like to do a stakeout. That sounds like fun.
Cool. Alright, well, so you will stay with Wolfgang and go and sit at a nearby pub and gain
Exactly. That sounds
gossip
great.
and information whilst the other two go off and hunt down what is going on with this kerchief. Right, so the two of you who are doing some gossiping, can I get you both to make average gossip tests, please?
Average gossip tests. Yes. Hopefully I roll better than I have been.
Yeah, give me a sec.
That continues with the form. Good.
How about the thing with the stuff? My drinking partner just turns away in disgust.
Excellent. Well, at least we've got one roll we can rely
I'm
on.
on it. I'm on there priesting it up.
Okay.
I'm not very helpful today.
A jolly friar just buying drinks. I'm happy to spend some money as part of it. That's
Yeah,
of course, that's
sure.
fine.
Let's say over the course of 4 hours, you buy a handful of drinks for people. You're probably nursing a drink for most of the time.
Yeah, I'm not having any more than like one.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to say you spend probably around, let's say about 4 shillings worth of drinks.
Cool.
Pretty crude beer, but
Yep.
you know, that's fine. You're not really drinking. You're just
I'm
looking
watering it
like you're
down.
drinking.
Yeah.
You find out through various bits of gossip that the merchants, or the majority of the major merchant houses, all live in the Adel Ring. And it should be easy for you to work out which house belongs to who it belongs to based on the family crest that is displayed on the gatepost. Now that you have seen the crest on their offices, you should be able to pick it out with no dramas.
Yeah, great.
You find out a little bit about the Steinhager family, as well as some of the other merchant houses as well. I can give you information with regards to any of the following merchant houses. So there's the Steinhagers, the Hagens, the Rugbrodders, or the Teugens.
Okay.
And also there is Magirius as well, who is the head of the Merchants Guild, but he's not one of the... Like, his family's not one of the major merchants' families, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
So I can provide you with information. With a +5, I will say you can learn about 2 of those families.
Okay. I mean, do I know which one's enemies of this guy or not?
No, that's not something that you find out from your gossiping.
Can I have the names again? Sorry.
The Hagen, Rugbroder, Steinhager, and Teugen.
Okay. Let's go with the Hagen.
Sure.
Which one
They are Wastelanders, formerly of Marienburg. They are mainly the prime dealers of luxury goods in Bögenhafen. The head of the family is one Jochen Hagen. And as the bulk of their trade is done by river, they are closely allied with the Stevedores Guild. And they have their own wharf and a suite of adjoining warehouses.
Okay.
And their emblem is a lion's head breathing fire over a blue pennant.
Okay. And I'll go with the Teugens as well.
The Teugens. They are one of the oldest families in Bögenhafen, They are, in effect, the nobility of the town.
Right.
They have never held any patents of nobility, but they are very friendly with several noble houses of the Reichland. They own wharves on both banks of the river, as well as many warehouses. They, however, have been suffering a decline in fortunes over the last 20 years or so, which had been rapidly reversed following the arrival of Johannes Teugen, the current head of the family, following his education at the University of Nuln. After his older brother passed, he came back to see to the managing of the family business, and has seen it return to its former glory. Let's see, they conduct their trade by road and river to all parts of the empire. He, having strong connections to Nuln, he has access to timber and other produce from Stirland and Aveland. He has also opened up a brandy trade and metals trade through Helmgart and the Axbite Pass to Bretonia. And he has also been making headway in Marienburg as well, and slowly eroding the Hagen's monopoly over that city's favour.
Oh.
The only other tidbit of information that you find out during this time period, let me just jump back to where my notes are, is his older brother's name. Johannes's older brother's name was Karl. He passed away 2 years ago, and that's when Johannes returned and took over running the family business, and it's seen its very swift change in the family's fortunes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so the Teugans. Sorry, who was that? Sorry, who's done that one?
That was the Teugans, yes.
Okay, but so the Teugans are old, almost nobility.
Yeah, old money, not quite nobility, but almost.
But close enough. And the other, so the first guys were
The Hagens.
Hagens, right?
Strong ties to Marienburg
recently.
Their sort of monopoly over the Marienburg trade has been slowly whittled away by the Teugans in the past couple of years.
Okay.
But their main thing is that they have strong ties to Marienburg.
Okay, but neither of them have any particular links to this other guy, do they?
No. Other than that, they're also merchant families.
Yeah, okay. But the Teugans, okay, that's right. I'm still going to stake him out, that's fine.
Yep.
That's my idea, but I might try and talk to the Teugans later. That might be the next avenue of investigation.
Yep, sounds good.
Based on what other people find out from their journeys too.
Or we'll cut to them now. So you guys return to Malthusius, and he inquires as to how your searches have gone so far.
Well, we have had a bit of a roadblock. You see, we found this handkerchief near your goblin's body, and we are trying to locate, but it seems a little different from the crest of the person we discovered in town, and I wonder if you recognize the work.
Not really my area of expertise, but I can certainly have a look for you. And he pulls out like a jeweler's monocle. Screws it into his eye socket. And if I may,
Yes.
takes the handkerchief off of you and looks at the monogram, looks at the stitching on the edges of the handkerchief, sort of feels the quality of the silk and says, "It's high quality work. Only someone with money could afford this. If it is, as you say, just a cheap an attempt to replicate a certain individual's personal monogram. They've at least spent decent money on it, even if it has failed, as it were. So you'd be looking for someone with wealth. Silk is expensive, as you're probably well aware, and the quality of the workmanship on this is quite high. I would say, if I were to hazard a guess, it would be at the very least one of the merchant families.
Yes, after what you are saying, that does make sense. The capital required to do this, and to not even do it successfully, is interesting, outstanding. Well,
Yeah.
I guess our search will continue.
Hey, I suppose so. You haven't got any ideas on the FS deal, laddie?
As I'm sure that you've probably already thought of Franz Steinhager,
Aye.
and no
And
luck
he
there,
does
I
not
assume.
think kindly of us.
Well, I shall continue to ponder it, but if there's nothing else I can help you with, I should probably try and cut my losses and try and continue on with the show.
Yes, I will keep you updated.
Very well. Well,
Oh, see you later. Ulrich, my halberd is at the guard house near here. I'm going to go collect it.
Alright then, I guess I'll come with you then, laddie.
cool. We won't worry about you having to go and physically pick that up. You
Yeah.
you swing past and you collect your halberd.
Combat, no.
Fight! No. Alright.
Gain your halberd, you must earn your halberd.
You must earn the right to it. Okay, it is probably getting later in the day now. I would say it's probably like early evening. Wolfgang and Johanna have been sort of sitting at this tavern, learning some gossip and attempting to keep an eye on the Steinhager officers. Can I get each of you to make for me, so the two of you who are currently staking it out, so Wolfgang and Johanna, an average stealth urban test, if you've got it?
I definitely won't have it.
Cool.
Good question.
Failing that, it will be... It'd help if I could spell stealth. Just keep writing stealth, which is not a word.
Speak.
Can you make for me then an average agility test, Alex?
Cool.
If you're wearing your armor, that will modify your test. You'll get a neg 10 on that.
Cool. I probably I'll just do it as I'll do challenging plus 10.
Sure.
Just because doesn't matter. Because I would be wearing my armor, not all of it. I'm being subtle, but like I've taken my helmet off. I don't have my shield.
Yeah.
But I do have my armor on under my robes.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sort of partially armored, but I've got the crit anyway.
You bloody critted anyway, so what even matters? Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing matters. Steph, sorry. Do you have
So
stealth?
agility?
Do you have stealth urban?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
Then just an average agility test then, thanks. That tracks. Considering how you've been rolling tonight.
It's not been a...
That tracks. Alright.
It's been a day for Johanna.
It has been a
It's just
day for Johanna.
She's just not having a good day.
Alright, so you fail your stealth check. Let's see, where did I get up to? Johanna, you at one point, I guess, cause a bit of a scene unintentionally. Maybe you accidentally trip someone over. Maybe you say the wrong thing to the wrong person. But you cause a little bit of a scene, which causes some passers-by and people on the street to sort of look your way. I would say that the porter, who was standing guard at the door, would have looked to see what was going on. The noise would have carried that far, and he would have not left his post, but he definitely would have looked to see what's going on.
Can I kind of roll with that and move away and kind of just make a bit of a distraction?
Sure.
Since I'm not going to be much good at being stealthy.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I don't know, let's say the person that you tripped over, seeing as you've failed to be stealthy and you've noticed that this guy has probably spotted you, I'm going to say that you kind of goad this person into trying to attack you, and then you sort of run off down the street with this guy chasing after you as a sort of distraction.
Fair enough, but I'm gonna fucking leg it.
Make for me a dexterity check.
Alrighty. Where's my dex? There
Let's say
it is.
average.
I don't know that it's gonna help.
Oh.
Why am I rolling so badly?
Oh dear.
Dear Lord. I feel like I just fall over in some way. That is just disgraceful.
I mean, it's not a crit, but it's not great. You, I would say you.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna say what happens. You run down the street. You're looking over your shoulder. Oh, hello. What's happened here? Roll20 just bugged out on me?
Weird. Maybe it's because I'm rolling so badly.
Okay, that was odd.
So hear us. We'll see you.
Alright, I seem to have fixed it on one end, but not on the other. What is going on? Okay, I'll refresh that. I'm going to say what's happened, Steph, is you, as I said, you've run away, you've looked over your shoulder to see if you're still being followed, and then you round a corner and run directly into someone, and barrel them over, fall to the ground in a heap.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think, and then you spend the next couple of minutes apologising and trying to extract yourself from this other person that you've collided with.
Yeah.
Wolfgang, however, crit success. You just very quietly sit just inside the front door with a clear view through the window.
I pull my hood up.
Pull your
just
hood up.
perfectly, like stride. I can sit in the corner and just see everything.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And you keep an eye out just for the remainder of the day, and nothing much of interest happens there. You see merchants and other people sort of come and go as the day progresses. Just before dusk, a bodyguard arrives, and one of the merchants that you spied in the building when you were waiting for Franz, who bears a familial similarity to Franz, so you assume maybe a brother, leaves with this bodyguard shortly after.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as
But it's not Franz yet, is it?
not Franz, no. So this is someone who looks like Franz, but it's not Franz.
Yeah.
Then, as the evening progresses and night falls proper, you spot Franz and another individual who you imagine is his son, just based off of appearances and age, leaving in the company of two bodyguards, heading back to their residence in the Adel Ring.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and follow them, basically.
Sure. With your crit success, I'm going to say that you aren't going to need to roll again for that. You'll
Okay.
surreptitiously follow at a distance.
Cool.
Gehenna will have rejoined you at some point. I will get her to make another attempt at an average stealth roll.
Jesus, let's. So that's agility again, was it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Just got some sad dice today.
Very sad dice, but I guess that's that.
Ah, come on!
It
Alright.
is what it is.
You tail them back to their residence then.
Okay.
I'm going to say at some point throughout the evening, the other two guys will have caught up with you. Can I get stealth checks from the two of you as well then? So if you've got stealth urban, it'll be that. If it's not, then it'll be a flat agility test. And average.
What were you doing for armor?
If you're wearing like plate armor, then you take a neg 10 penalty to that.
I have a mail coat and a breastplate.
Is the breastplate a metal breastplate or is it a leather one?
It is a metal.
If it's a metal one, then yes, that counts as plate. So you'll get a neg 10 penalty.
No stealth urban.
It's just agility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not stealthy.
Oh.
But I roll like
Oh my
crazy, so
God.
it's alright.
No, I'm not.
I thought that Ulrich would have had stealth urban being a former bounty hunter.
No, I've got track, which is quite good, but no stealth urban.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, Leon and Wolfgang have no problems quietly tailing the Steinhagers back to their residence. Gehenna and
People in armor.
Ulrich, however, Ulrich has never been subtle in his life. And Gehenna's just having a string of bad luck. So, the two of you seem to...
I keep laughing whenever she bumps into something.
Yeah, I feel like Gehenna keeps, like,
Yeah.
stepping on really noisy twigs and, like, catching her toes on, like, slightly upturned flagstones. And, you know, she walks past a shop that has something that's fragrant, and because her nose is so sensitive, she starts sneezing. And
Nice.
every time that something silly happens to Gehenna, Ulrich starts laughing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds about right.
Oh, very classic.
And I'm just sneezing.
Oh, classic.
So,
Oh.
I would say, based on the fact that we've got, let's see, a +2 success, and then a crit success, that probably balances out the neg 2 failure and the neg 1 failure. So, you average out probably a net +1 success. So you, despite the noise of the two of you, manage to track the family back to the Adel Ring, and can now observe the Steinhager Manor, if you so wish.
By means. He says have completely failed the stealth check, but by all means, please.
Yes, I think we continue to stake out. Is that right?
Yep.
Let's look at the manor. Check out that manor.
That's it.
All right. Well, you continue staking out the manor. Do you? Let's see. Cool. Okay. Yep. All right. We are in the following location. Do you try and make nice with any of the people you see walking around? Try and have some idle chit chat to make it not look quite so obvious that you are staking out the residents.
I mean, I'll just keep pointing out Johanna.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Understandable.
There's other like noblish houses around, right?
Yeah, this is where all of the
That's nice.
wealthy merchant families live.
Is there guards walking around?
Yeah, there's some patrols of the watch around.
I'll head over to wherever the closest one is to start like chatting to them about, you know, what's it like working here. I was a guard in Middenheim and blah blah blah.
Yep.
You know, just shooting the shit.
Cool. Make for me a average gossip test.
And I do, well, actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to say entertain storytelling, but they're both the same, so who cares?
Oh, alright. That's your third crit of the night?
Yeah.
I'm glad they're going somewhere.
Yeah. I'm
You
just
full
absorbing your luck.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm spirit bombing over here, so it's fine. Just like, I'm assisting.
Yeah, Steph's saving it up for like 4 episodes time where she'll just like get crits on every roll. Yeah, so you ingratiate yourself with the watch patrol. You sort of get to chatting with them. Then you start sort of accompanying them, so like they can continue their patrol, but you're still just sort of chatting, keeping them relatively distracted, and they're not looking at the rest of the party because they're busy talking to you. So if any further of you are required to make a stealth check, it'll be easier thanks to Leon distracting the watch.
Cool.
So what more do we need to do now?
Well, I mean, there's probably not a lot that you can do. I mean, you can try and observe to see if there are any further comings and goings from the Steinhager manor, but other than attempting to break in or force your way in, I don't know what else there is that you can do.
Yeah.
Actually, while I am chatting to them, the guards,
Mm-hmm.
I might ask them, like, have they noticed anything weird going on? Like, any late night movements out of this area, or any of the like, I'm not trying to be specific on which house, but
any suspicious things happening? I mean, this area is always filled with young dandies trying to impress the fairer gender, if you will. So there's a lot of peacocking that happens in the evening, for certain. But that's nothing out of the ordinary. Then one of them sort of raises his eyes and sort of like gestures up with his chin. And if you look up, you see that Morsleib is full in the sky.
is that not normal?
No. Morsleib only comes full twice a year. At Geheimesnacht and Hexennacht.
And we are not near those.
No.
Oh, that is weird. I didn't even notice until you pointed it out.
Being that you are a Kislevite, I would say that you would probably make some sort of sign against evil. With, you know, the Chaos Moon being full in the sky, out of season.
Like some sort of
what's his name? Ulrichian gang signs.
Yeah.
That's it. Is he Are you Kislevad or are you from Middenline? Middenline.
I am a Northman, so
Yeah.
but I think I'm from Bögenhafen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But because I don't think you can pick as a human from
Yeah.
Kislev with those other ones. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they-
with that
they
in
done-
mind, you now know that you've now sort of realised that the town is sort of
weird.
bathed in this sort of greenish glow from the moon.
Well, I will let you continue with your troll. Perhaps I will speak to you later, and I will head back to the party and inform them. There is a the moon, whatever it's called, I cannot remember. The green one in the sky. That mostly whatever. That is weird, right?
Now that you point it out, yes. That is unusual. There's an ill omen, and I make my twin toe comment.
Mm-hmm.
Touch my tattooed comet between my eyes.
That must be why I'm having such bad luck.
I know nothing about magic, actually nothing. But could this be a result of that circle that we saw, or some sort of ritual?
I don't know that it would be a. Well, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know that I'd know, but.
You could do a average law theology test.
Yeah.
That might yield some more
Maybe do that.
information.
Yeah.
Not great.
No.
No, I'm not sure. But it makes me uneasy that the moon of the evil moon is so waxes when it ought to hide its face. It certainly is concerning given that creature that you slew the other night. But I don't know. Perhaps it is rather than it is a result. It might be the reason they chose to do that night. They might have picked that night as a thing to do with this moon. What do we think? Do we want to try and take a closer look at the house and get inside?
Well, they just arrived here, right? So would it be better to wait till they leave?
This is their residence, so I don't see them leaving until the morning.
Yes. That is tomorrow. I mean, we can try going now, but
Well, I mean, just look around and see if we can peer in a window or see if there's a back door or something.
maybe they have one of those hatches, with the two doors that go under the house.
That's it. There's a basement or something. Or does someone want to have a look around the back, and maybe we spread out and have a bit of a look, because I want to see if anyone else strange turns up.
I think spreading out seems like a pretty good idea, eh?
And have a bit of a look out around the house and just see if anyone else turns up, and then if not, then we'll try and meet back up again and maybe take a slightly closer look, see if there's a way in through a back door or something. See if we can see anything else.
As you guys are snooping around, Chehenna, a gentleman passerby approaches you and says, "I say, madam, what is it that you're doing?"
I look down, I look up and go, what do you mean? Doing me?
Make for me an average charm test.
I have a feeling I know how this is gonna go.
Boy, here we go.
Holy shit!
When it most mattered.
Oh, thank God.
When
Thank
it
goodness
counts.
the stranger doesn't think I'm weird.
We can't have that.
There's a bit too much truth to that.
You sort of mutter something vaguely, let's go with vague and foppish, in a very Hugh Grant sort of manner. I'm
Hell yeah.
I'm just happened to be passed, and well, you see, and eventually your dithering
I need
causes them to lose interest, and
yeah.
they just sort of move on, shaking their head.
Hell yeah.
Well done.
I'm just shed a little tear, because something went well for me. Yay!
All
I
right.
Hugh Granted successfully.
You continue your searching. The lot of you. Marvelous. Ulrich,
Yes.
you are approached by a group of watchmen. Not the same ones that Leon was speaking to before.
Mhm.
Different patrol. And they said, "All right, Master Dwarf, what is it you're doing here then?"
I'm just I was about to say waiting for a mate, but I don't think that's a good response.
On the contrary, that's an excellent
It's like,
response.
fuck it, yeah, I'll just wait for a mate. Hey?
Make
Just
me
give him like a deadpan look and just waiting for a minute, mate.
make a hard charm test, please.
Ah, shit, we are. I don't even know if I can physically do that.
Fucking worth it.
Crit.
Hard is neg 20.
Crit will go home.
Did I have a neg to my my fellowship tests for one of my talents as well? Maybe.
Probably.
Probably.
Oh no, never mind. I'm suave.
Hello.
That's right. No, because we're clean now. We've had a bath.
Ew.
We're not.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're not
anymore.
absolutely horrendous.
However, oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to fortune that.
Sure.
Hard charm, you say?
Hard
Put it in the
charm.
bag. Well, it's less bad.
It is less bad.
Yeah.
A
Talking
different
about was
kind
seven,
of
but-
astounding.
You know.
Time is fleeting.
All right. The four guards look at you, look at each other, look at you again, and goes, "Right, I'm gonna have to fine you for loitering with intent."
Mate, what? You can't be finding me now. Come on now, laddie.
The
No,
fine,
I'm just waiting here.
the
got
fine
any
is
intent.
2 shillings for that.
2 shillings? You're mad. Can I pull out 2 shillings and just hand them over and be like, fine, just take it from me, you fucking...
Yep, by all means. You pay the 2 shillings, and they said, "Right then, Master Dwarf, move along. We shan't be having you loitering. You on your way."
I'll just keep standing where I am and be like, mate, I'm waiting here. Alright?
Let's see. I'm going to roll a d4.
Mhm.
Cool. As you say you're waiting here, Wolfgang rounds the corner and overhears you say this and comes to your aid.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ah. There you are.
Hey, mate, how you going? And I look at the guards with like big wide eyes and like, good to see you, matey. Isn't it funny how we just so happen to be meeting up here? The location that I said we would meet. Aye?
Of course. Absolutely.
Excellent
That's
play
why.
along.
That's what we scheduled to meet here. We were
Hey!
gonna meet with our friends. In that There's those other friends of ours we were meeting as well, weren't we?
Hey! And then I'll just look at these two guards with, like, intent of just being like, hey, we're meeting our mates here.
They studiously ignore you and continue on their patrol.
Fucking bastards. Fucking leeches, those bloody guards. I tell you what. Fucking bastards, every one of them. Alright. And then I'll continue with my stalking of the residents.
To cut a long story short, the four of you spend probably a couple of hours trying to ascertain if there are any entrances into the property other than through the front gate. There are not. The only way in is through the front gate, and that is heavily guarded.
Alright. And no one else turns up?
No one else turns up.
Alright. Well, I mean, I guess we leave.
Cool.
I don't know what others want to do, but that's probably what...
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like we're not really getting much luck here.
And it's fairly late in the evening now, so you probably think maybe sleep on it, try with fresh eyes in the morning.
Yeah.
Wolfgang has a lead to go and maybe speak with the Teugans or investigate more into the Teugans, because that could be a potential. You've also been told to return to the town hall, and someone might be able to speak with you then.
Yeah.
And you've also heard rumour of some mad person ranting and raving about prophecies of doom.
That is true.
So you've got some things that you could come and try on the morrow.
We've got some leads.
We
Yeah.
do.
And hopefully once I've had a good sleep I'll stop tripping over everything.
We very much know where this person's house is, if we need to.
Yeah, that's true. We know where they live.
I think we
Yeah.
will leave it there for tonight's session.
Yeah, that feels like a pretty
fair,
I
fair.
think it feels like
I
a
feel like we've
reasonable
done
spot
some
to stop.
good investigating.
I will say, final thing we'll do, those of you who still require hit points to be healed, make me an average endurance test.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yay.
Average endurance. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Fingers
Nice.
crossed.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, you all get your toughness bonus plus D4 hit points back.
We're in the money. We're on full.
Nice.
You'll love to see it.
Hell yeah, boy. You do love to see it.
Nice.
Excellent. Alright. Well, I think we'll leave it there for the evening.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Nice. Good, good.
Back on.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so before you guys joined in, Alex and Steph, we were discussing the Warhammer quiz at Beyond.
Ah.
I think sounding like we're all keen to do it, depending availability.
Yeah, like, I don't have the same knowledge of Warhammer that I do Lord of the Rings, but I can certainly give it a try. I have been listening to a lot of lore videos.
So
I think it's just gonna be a fun thing anyway, like as it's a mixture of stuff, but
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, if people are keen.
Hell yeah.
we can go as
I'll act as a tiebreaker.
What's it called? What is our party called?
We were.
Die Halversax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something silly like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
What
It's
is
better
that?
than the other one.
How do you...
Because that's like halfling in a bag or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How,
Or maybe we should just call ourselves halfling in a bag.
Yeah.
And no
Yeah,
one will
just
understand the
secret.
reference.
Exactly.
Just looking up a translation of something real quick.
Oh.
Mit Sperma Beladen Traubenfest.
Oh!
Yeah.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, I have no clue. A bag of seeds, perhaps.
A bag of seeds.
A bag of seed.
Definitely that.
Yeah, it's just a Sperma Beladen. Beladen? I don't know. Anyway.
I'll take your word for it.
Horrendous.
And
Horrendous.
Kaustash. Huh? Yeah, Sperma Bellend and Kaustash.
Oh, let's end on.
Yeah,
Amazing.
let's end with that, shall we? Cool.
Yeah, amazing.
Well done.
Alright, well, thanks
Sleep
guys.
well.
That was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
It was good fun. Alright, bye
Alright.
everyone.
See ya.
See you. Bye.
Yeah.